On ETB, cast instant or sorcery from a graveyard without paying its mana cost. Ooh! This might be the first precon I request politely to not play against. This has to be a reprint thing, and I'm happy for them. This is so funny. What the f is the World Trade Center doing here? Today, we are talking about the Lorwyn Precons and their lack of cloven feet. The metrics we are going to use. Will it trick a child into spending $400 on a new land base? That's number one. Number two, will these decks stare into the middle distance doing absolutely nothing for 3 to 5 turns before anything meaningful happens? Number three, do they have at minimum 10 cards that are dog shit to allow a new Magic player to feel very smart when they decide to cut them? Number four, is there an outrageously expensive card available only via these precons? Number five, is there a backup commander or a different legendary within the deck that makes the face commander look like they have clown shoes on? And number six, can the precon play through one single removal spell? First, we're gonna go to Dance of the Elements. We're gonna go to MTG Goldfish. Ashling the Limitless. Elemental spells you cast from your hand have evoke 4. Whenever you sacrifice a non-token elemental, create a token that's a copy of it. The token gains haste until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, sack it unless you pay Wooburg. They looked at Scam and was like, yeah, that should be a commander deck. They looked at the archetype that ruined multiple formats and said, yeah, we should put this shit in a precon, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. 4 more years, double grief. This oatmeal is hot and piping. They didn't even put raisins in this shit, bro. No cinnamon, no nothing. This is just, hey, it's 5 colors. Why? Limitless, man. Hello, everybody. I am interrupting this video to issue my first ever genuine partial retraction of something I said on the internet. And what I'm retracting is how harsh I am towards the Dance of the Elements precon. Now, I do want to be clear. I think I was the exactly appropriate amount of mean to it. But I think that I was imprecise with my language. I think that I blurred the lines too often between what constitutes a bad or unfun play pattern and what constitutes a bad or weak Magic card. And I think that it comes off sounding like I don't understand why getting Avenger of Zendikar twice might be an okay thing to do in a commander game. So let me be very clear. I think the Dance of the Elements precon sucks. I think it has a grotesque number of dead turns, even by precon standards, and I think its setup is so clunky that if somebody were to start playing Magic with this deck, it would give them a persecution complex. Because the only reasonable time to interact with it is before they have done the thing. And the moment they have done the thing is playing Titan of Industry with Yarok out. And at that point, good luck unless you cast Farewell. Those are very unsatisfying play patterns for me. When my friends have gotten into Magic and played decks like this, it has been very unsatisfying play patterns for them because the game is either handed to them or they feel robbed. But the precon is still totally appropriate power level wise for bracket 2. If you really like battle cruisery Magic, where everybody does not very much for 5 turns, and then you slam your giant dickheads together, this deck may in fact be perfect for you. So we're gonna get back into the video, but don't let my shit talking take away from the fact that the deck can play Magic. It just plays Magic quite slowly, and plays Magic in a way that I personally detest. Can you imagine the reaction if they were like, yeah, this is Ashling the Limitless, 3 colors? People would have rioted in the streets because elementals are 5 colors. Deal with it. All right, Flame Braider. So we got a elemental specific dorks. Check top 4 for an elemental island or mountain. Okay, so we're letting them fix for their kindred and we're letting them fix for land type. Sure, that seems fine. That seems like a draft card. Oh my God, and they're just gonna scam this to double the ETB trigger. Oh, this is gonna be a time prison deck. I already fucking know this is gonna be like a Clockwork Orange, hold your fucking eyeballs open, make you sit through 10-minute turns that probably do nothing. Endurance. Type shit, dude. Yeah, we need this. Normalize graveyard interaction. That's fine. That's fine. Normalize graveyard interaction. All right, Elvish Pipering. Oh. Put it in the trough, dude. Of course Omnath is in here. I swear to God, if I see a single other Omnath, I'm gonna tweak. Slither Muse. On death, pick an opponent. If they have more cards in hand than you, draw cards equal to the difference. Okay, whatever. Cavalier of Thorns. Now, these are going to be the cards that are actually good. When people go to upgrade this commander, they're probably going to be grabbing all the Cavaliers because they have ETB effects and they have death effects, which you can double dip on both sides with the Ashling. So reach, check top 5, ramp, and then on death, you can put something on top of your library. That's pretty fun. Oh, they gave us Fury. They gave us Blasphemous Act at home. So you can do the 4 mana evoke, you can still do the red card evoke, or you can just, so that's 8 damage divided as you choose. Fucking evil. Oh yeah, that's true. I guess we don't get the death exile clause. So you'd get the ETB, the death, and then the ETB again. Fury, we have Horde of Notions. Oh, beautiful. All right, we gotta copy paste this over. I'm just gonna lock in yes, and I'm gonna lock in hell yes. Beautiful. Ingot Chewer, absolutely beautiful. Double artifact removal, unstoppable. Don't look at the land base, Mirror Titan. The land base is only here to hurt you. See, the thing is, I feel like what's gonna happen, this deck is so fiddly and the land base is so bullshit and the win conditions so far seem like so nothing. This is the perfect deck to trick a child into spending money on a land base. Because they're going to play it, and they're going to get to do all this evoke shit, and they're going to have so many triggers, and they're going to be like, oh my god, how did I not win that game? Clearly, it is because I do not have fetch lands and triomes, and I could not hard cast Horde of Notions early enough. Clearly. Massive Mysteries. Wooburg. First strike, vigilance, trample. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another elemental you control gains myriad until end of turn. What? No, it does not. Get first strike, bitch. Flying. Any other key. Hexproof. No. Don't oh heck yes, Havoc. Ashling found dead in an alleyway. 10 bullets to the back of the head. That seems infinitely better. That seems so much better. It also seems more in line with what I would imagine the Elementals deck wants to do. Cause like, there we go. Now it's a pun. They're decked in a gutter. Cause even though you have this evoke cost, this looks so mana hungry. If you want to do anything meaningful, if you fucking double Foundation Breaker, good job. You're losing that game. There's probably something at like higher power Limitless can do with the better evoke elementals, but with the deck off the shelf, I would imagine you're far better off just going like, I'm gonna make $1 million and then I'm just gonna slam big elementals and then I'm going to make 2 new Cavalier of Thorns every single combat. Ashling is better for some sort of control deck, which is the worst archetype in Commander. Most unplayably bad archetype we have in this game. Maul, the meaningful shit behind Ashling is just Avenger of Zendikar into delete you. That doesn't even work though. Like that's actively bad. Avenger of Zendikar is a fucked up card. Where is he? Is he in here? Yeah, okay. Here's our fucking boy. God bless. This is like active dog shit. Compared to just doing this with the second one. We scrolled past a lot of evil heat. Because what you do is you evoke Avenger of Zendikar for 4, right? You get the ETB, he dies. You make a token copy, you evoke again, you get 1 or 0 lands because you only keep it for the turn. And then you have a board of 0, 1 or 1, 2 green plant tokens that cannot close and you can't buff enough. Verse, if you have a like ramp deck that goes 5 mana commander into Avenger and then you myriad Avenger, immediately better or better as a play pattern. Okay, let's go back to where we were. So Massive Mysteries, yeah, base commander, absolute clown shoes. Hey, the goat, the old boy. Shimmer Creep. Vivid. When this creature enters, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Sure, complete fucking cop out when our commander is Wooburg, but whatever. So everybody loses 5, you gain 5. Another thing that is just like immediately better to Myriad than it is to evoke twice. I think you went past Giganta. Yeah, hey, Giganta still exists for a 15th year in a row. Nobody gives a fuck. Oh, Ashling only counts for 1 with Vivid? Then all the more reason that this face commander is fucking clown shoes. All right, legally mandated piece of removal. Cool. When this creature enters, target creature gains flying, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. Oh, so like mini Starwinder. And we have Encore. Yeah, dude, fuck Ashling. That's hot. That's pretty hot, but it is another thing that is like infinitely hotter as Myriad than it is as Double Evoke. Myriad, I want to draw 20,000. I mean, Myriad, you'll draw like 9. Because Myriad, you'll not even 9, because the attack trigger of Subterfuge, there is no attack trigger, it's just an ETB trigger. But Encore is a much cooler thing. I like Encore. That could give this, I think Encore is going to give these elementals a little bit more flexibility to exist outside of just elemental slop decks. Hell yeah, more triggers, analysis paralysis. I don't want to turn to end until the nearest Taco Bell worker's shift has ended. Bane of Progress, Belonging, ETB make 3/1/1s, fucking, oh, absolutely gorgeous nothingness. Jubilation, Crater Hoof, but subscript in all lowercase. Destroy target creature, gain 3 life. This is another thing that's way better to do with Myriad, but I guess evoking this twice would feel less bad. 4 mana, I get 2 removal spells. This one, that one's hot. Wait a hoof. Crater Hoof, but asleep. Of course, we have fucking Muldrotha. Blue card, Zendikar, Impulsivity. On ETB, cast instant or sorcery from a graveyard without paying its mana cost. Ooh! This is going in the VV deck. That is nice. This is the first one where I'm like, okay, that evoke cost, evoking that for 4 is tasty, but requires a lot of setup. Encore is so hot. I'm printing me one of these tomorrow. Holy shit. And of course, we have another Omnath. Titan of Industry's fucking evil. Fuck that card. God. Doesn't even... Okay, this is the evoke one. This is the fucking evoke one. Because this is the one we do. For 4 mana, we get Cascade. For 8. Oh, this deck is so nothing. It seems to, outside of like Avenger of Zendikar or maybe myriading that 1 drain thing, Shimmer Creep, it has absolutely no plan. Which, hey, on par for typal players, but that somebody was trying to pitch, do you get your ass kicked as a metric for this? And I think you do. This is definitely like stare into the middle distance, assemble 3 elementals, and then lose. They put this in the deck. This is the fucking never-ending turn. This is the never-ending turn. This fucking hate this. This might be the first precon I request politely to not play against. So let's go to can it survive 1 removal spell? I'm gonna say doesn't even make it to the removal. This is like, that's very disappointing. That is a very disappointing deck that I do not think is that fun to play, and it probably overcomes removal in the type of way where if you can Little Bean until you have like 8 mana, once you have 8 to 10 mana, then the deck starts doing stuff. Right, no, does anyone waste removal on it? No, they just beat you to death. All right, final score for that one. That's gonna be a woo scored out of wee. No interest in buying that. If I wanted to upgrade it, which I think I do, the upgrade we would do is a complete ground up rebuild, actually playing around one of the commanders. It feels like the base commander and backup commander, being Ashling the Limitless and then Massive Mysteries, are so wildly different in what they want to do that the deck just feels completely torn in 2 directions. These videos are almost entirely subsidized by my Patreon community, so a special thank you to Vanilla Bean Ice Cream, Eclectic Waste, Katya Marg, Christian B, Adam S, Solar Movie, Kyle, Chemical Pine, Alpha Dog 2064, Zelenor, Otterfire, Fun, ... Phelan, Believe, Torben T, Bobby Joe Lord, Bradley T, Bo, Beefcake, and Silky Wilkie. I appreciate every last one of you. All right, let's check out the other one. Blight Curse. Worth a meaningful amount more. What the hell does this do? Auntie Ool. All right, so we're in Jund. Ward Blight 2. Let's fucking go. Yeah! Oh, I want to be a little shithead. Yes. I love that from the rip. I love ward costs. I love ward costs that are not just have money. I love ward costs that are like, you can pay this, but you do not want to. You really do not want to. One of the best ward costs I've ever seen. 4/4, whenever 1 or more negative counters are put on a creature, draw a card if you control it. If you don't, its controller loses 1 life. Okay, that second mode seems pretty dog shit, but it will at least push the game towards an end, and the card draw seems pretty good. How are we actually doing it? Oh my god, we have mana dorks. Holy fuck. I'm just naming this one Jund Bigness. Actual turn 1 play, other precon, immediately dead in a ditch. Channeler Initiate. Put 3 counters on a creature you control, remove 1, add a mana. Oh, I want to believe that we got actual downsides back. I can't believe. Devoted Druid, of course. Hapatra, my queen. So on combat damage, you put a -1 counter on, and we get to make snakes with Death Touch. That's pretty hot. Oft-nabbed Goat. Oh, okay. I need you all to know, this is the greatest card in the set. It is 1 and a black for a 0/5 that says for 1 mana, draw a card. Gain control of this creature and put a -1/-1 counter on it. Only your opponents may activate this ability and only as a sorcery, so only on their turns. When this creature dies, if it had 1 or more negative counters on it, its owner draws that many cards and each other player loses that much life. So you pass it around the table, and then if it dies to -1/-1 counters, you, the owner, draw 5 and everybody loses 5 life. It like gives you a new fucking hand. Or, I don't know if there's like a -1/-1 counter bomb, but if you put like 20 -1/-1 counters on this thing, you could blow up the fucking table. Buy this precon just for this card. Worth it. I'm hearing Black Sun Zenith. True, but you need so much mana. You need so much mana to do it. You're probably not gonna like kill a table with that. But it is pretty funny. Okay, Dread Tiller. Put a -1/-1 on a creature. When a creature with a -1/-1 counter dies, you get to put a land card from your hand or graveyard to the battlefield tapped. That's decent synergy. Dusk Urchins, attacks or blocks, put a -1/-1 counter on it. Okay, so now we're getting all these like old bad cards that the new commander is gonna make okay because you get to draw a card with it. That's fucking sick. Fuck you, I hate Proliferate. She's a baddie. I won't apologize. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a -1/-1 counter on it is put into a graveyard, you may return that card to play under your control. Oh God. We have Golden Retriever Boyfriend who can't figure out a single fucking plan, and Goth GF with 3 active warrants. This is fucked up to put at the same table. No. I don't hate it. This is awesome. I just cannot conceive of why they combined Necroskitter Robs You with Wooburg deck plays a tap land for the 4th turn in a row. Sinister Gnarlbark on end step, draw a card in Blight 1. Fucking they had seen Elk's videos and they were like, we need a reason Phyrexian Arena can be playable again. So this one, super fucking sick in the deck. Probably not sick outside of the deck because you have to put it on your own creature. But this is for the Blight commander, holy fuck. Double Phyrexian Arena because it's draw 2. And end step, yes, end step draw is better than upkeep draw, Dragoon. But if you're not in Blight and you have to Blight your creatures, that's gonna get really bad for you really quickly. Like you only have so many turns before you are really hurting because you're putting -1/-1 counters on your own creatures. Oh my God, they put my girlfriend in this. I might get this deck. This looks fucking sick. Skin Render on ETB, put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature. Oh my God, and now we might just fucking bang bang and be happy. Bang bang, and I'm happy. What's wrong with these people? In the deck that's putting -1/-1 counters on our own shit? We have to change the rules. Hold on. Forget obvious bench warmers. Does this precon make the person playing the other precon accuse you of pub stomping? And that's gonna be a 100% yes. 100% based as well. That's so fucking funny. This is literally, it feels like I'm looking at the Hawkball precon versus the Orzhov precon in Ixalan. These are night and day in terms of like sauce, power, plan. This is crazy. Where's that fucking idiot dragon meme? Here's the story of the set. Yeah, that is dia-fucking-bolical. My word. Okay, let's go back to the heat. So we get to Tree of Perdition you. We're not swapping for 13 life. We're swapping you down to 1 life. ETBs with a -1 counter on it. Green, remove a -1/-1 counter. Destroy an artifact or enchantment. Repeatable removal and blight target. Say less. Archfiend of Ifnir, you're going to hell. Kolrath Knight. Wither and creatures with counters on them can't attack or block. That... Oh, holy synergy. Puppeteer click. Okay, we get to steal stuff, comes back with persist, and then you take the counters off, then it can die again, and it can come back with persist again. We're being Hearthhold again. We're being Hearthhold for a second time, where the Jund Precon is just fucking dope as shit, except this time, there is no Kilo to go infinite. Scorpion God, yeah, fuck them. Village Pillagers. So if you can't read this, it is a 5 mana 5/5 with Wither. On ETB, deal 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. All right, so ETB, -1/-1 the board. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a counter on it dies, you make a tapped treasure. This is somehow one of the more cuttable cards, and that still looks fucking dope to play. Artifacts. ETBs with 2 -1/-1s. Black, remove a counter from it. Put a -1/-1 on everything else. That's fucking dope. Grave Titan. All right, yeah, cut this guy instantly, but whatever. Midnight Banshee. Wither, on your upkeep, put a -1/-1 on each non-black creature. Oh, they're gonna boo you, but you're so right to do this. They're gonna boo you, but this is fucking awesome. Tubrid. All right, Tubrid mana. I guess to be accurate to Reaper King. On ETB, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 2 target creatures. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, you may put that card onto the battlefield under your control. I gotta call my guy. Get 27. I need all of them. I need every fucking one of them. I need this for Yawgmoth. Please, WotC, change the hybrid rule. No, we should not be. I, as someone who has argued for a hybrid mana very much, I'm gonna pin this on my wall and be like, no more. No longer, bro. Barafor Young You. All right, 7 mana. Make 1/1 Saplings equal to the number of counters on creatures somebody controls. Double the number of each kind of counter on target creature. That's pretty fucking crazy. I don't know about crazy. That's very good synergy for the deck. I like that card. Grim Poppet. 7 mana, play a 1/1, but take a counter off this, put it on another. That's so fucking sick. A lot of these have a way to fuck the people playing 1/1 counters, like +1/+1. I need it in my veins. Oh shit, we removing? Trophy, Zenith, Pyre, card selection, removal, draw, reanimate, removal. Impulse draw, but it's with Blight 1. Removal. Little bit of draw, removal. Oh my fucking god. This has to be a reprint thing, and I'm happy for them. This is so funny. What the fuck is the World Trade Center doing here? Yeah, get this deck right now. Puka's Covenant. What the fuck is happening on this art? I need this in high definition. All right, so as best I can tell, Teen Wolf is spiritually possessing a bunch of goblins. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it dies, you may return another permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of counters on that creature from graveyard to hand. Do this only once each turn. That seems a little bit like a trap, unless we're doing like Spore Frog stuff. Okay, saying this is like Riveteer's Ascendancy is a bit of a stretch. Yeah, to hand is very, very different. True, getting lands back is nice. Oh my god, they gave them bounce lands too. The deck's good. Jund Precon team stays winning. This first deck looks like it was made to just go, hey, look at all these cool elementals we have made over the years. Don't you want to build a different deck around some of these elementals right now? Isn't that cool? Like this first Precon is giving me active or like interactive museum exhibit. It is not meant to be that good of a deck. It is not meant to be a Precon that you lovingly upgrade for years and years and years. It looks like a deck that is meant to be, I picked this up for $30, whatever. I saw this really cool card in it, and I built a new deck around that using some of the elementals. Because if you like elementals, you need a ton of these creatures. Like if you like elementals, a ton of these are just pieces you will use for many, many decks to come. Or even if you like 5 colors. But it's 100%, you take it, you break it down, you build a new, totally different deck around whatever idea you actually like. Whereas Blight Curse, this one just fucking rips. Like you upgrade this one a little bit. I feel like you could pretty easily make this bracket 3. I am 100% running Reaper King No More over Auntie Ool though. But that's because I love stealing and taking things versus just building like a card draw engine. I think this ranges from like totally fine to really, really fun card draw engine. Oh, it has a 2-card infinite. It already is bracket 3. God damn, bro. Okay, well then bracket 3 in Spirit rather than just, okay, these 2 cards mean I insta-win. Because there's a big difference between your deck comfortably plays in bracket 3 and your deck is like kind of softballing, but then sometimes you pull a 2-card infinite. I agree, 59. You can make an argument for Auntie. I just love Theft so much that I would be playing Reaper King. We have looked over the Precons. We have ranked them. That rank being the Jund Precon is on the fucking moon and the 5-color Precon is dead in a ditch somewhere.